Hey guys, how's it going? I thought I would try something a little bit different today and take you on a houseplant tour. We are currently in my plant room here, but I wanted to show you around at least the downstairs of my house, which is where I have most of my houseplants, and show you what I've got going, what I've got growing, and see what you guys think. So this video is obviously a little bit different, but I thought it might be fun. So let me know below what you think of what you see. If you want to follow us on any other social media platform, you can follow us on Instagram. You can follow me at Nika or us Urban Farm Boys, and we are also on TikTok. I've been playing around with TikTok a little bit lately, so feel free to follow us there. And in the meantime, I'm going to flip the camera around and take you around the house. All right, so I thought we could start with the plant room, which is where I have most of my plants under grow lights for the winter. So rather than just sort of naming every plant in the room, I just thought I would kind of show you around and point out some stuff that I think is fun. So we have this table right in the middle. I love this lamp above it. And then we have some New York City pictures on the walls. And a little snake plant. The ZZ plant. It's in a Talavera pot. I bought a bunch of them in New Mexico when we were there recently. And super cute. On this little console here, this is crazy skyscrapers in Manhattan. And then I have a little cutting from one of my monsteras that's just in this vase in water for now. Loving its life, I think. I have a ZZ Raven here. I love these. I have a couple of them. And this little whale fin, it's variegated. There's 3 of them. My little Levoit humidifier doing its job. Can you see the vapor coming out? And then throughout this room, if I just show you around, I have these baker's racks. I bought them from At Home. Oh, look, there's me over there. And I have grow lights on all of them. So I'll show you my setup. Up here, I have a little ficus. I have a little snake plant from Texas. This is one of the first plants I ever bought. It's a fiddle leaf fig. I bought it back 4, 5, 6 years ago when they were all the rage. This thing is so pathetic. It won't grow. I'll show you another one that I have that was way cheaper and it's thriving. But I also have this Cebu Blue Pothos here on the edge. And I recently just took it off of a moss pole that I had it on, wrapped it up on a moss pole, and it never grew a single leaf. So now it's trailing again. And then in this little pot, I actually have a string of hearts. You can't even see it because it's bare up there, but it's hanging down here so it can get some light from the grow lights. And I have to do something with this because I don't even like this plant, but I've had it for years. And next shelf, little Hoya. I think this is a Wyetii. If I can't remember my plant names, please forgive me. I love how this one is like sun stressing with the grow lights. There's so much pink on it and it's thriving. And then here, I bought this in Boston. This is a Philodendron squamiferum. And I love how fuzzy these petioles are. They're crazy. But it's shooting out new leaves all over the place. In fact, this is a new leaf right here. And super fun. It's a Philodendron White Knight in one of my self-watering pots. I love these pots. Little Clarinervium. What else do we have here? I just got this in the mail the other day. It's a little cutting of a Philodendron Majestic. Cute little majestic leaf. And variegated carnosa. I have this Syngonium aurea over here. Keep shooting out new leaves, super pretty. This is a project. We'll move on from that project. I have a few projects here. On the next little shelf, I have a rabbit's foot fern here. I'm not very good at taking care of ferns inside. I kill them all. They seem to like it outside better. But this one seems to be okay. I just got it. Look at those little hairy feet. Some other things here. I've had this Hoya for like 3 years, I think. And it's not growing, but it's not dying. I put it in leca in a self-watering pot, and we'll see how it does. It just kind of trails down in between all the other plants. Over here I have some fun stuff. I have this philodendron ring of fire, also in self-watering, and I think it looks super cool. It's trying to push out a new leaf right there as well. Seems to be happy. This is kind of like my current obsession, is Monstera Thai Constellation. I have it in leca. It's just a little baby that I bought in tissue culture. Look at that half moon leaf, and it's about to pop out a new one. I'm super excited. Then I have a little variegated heartleaf philodendron, which my friend Amanda gave me. Super cute. Little succulent in here. Got a little Thanksgiving cactus cutting we got from Andrew's grandmother, which her plant is, I think, her grandmother's. So that'll be fun. Some Hoya. A little Stromanth Triostar, one of my favorites, which doesn't really love me, but it's okay. I love the pink on the leaves. And another little Hoya. Just kind of creeping down here. My friend Amanda bought me this Campos Portuanum, which I have on a plank, and it hasn't grown at all since I bought it, but it's okay. I have a variegated Jose Buono here. Kind of cool. And a little tiny dancer. And I always forget the name of this, but he's variegated, and he was a sad little cutting, and I revived him. He seems happy. All right, so if we move over here, I have some more baker's racks. These are a little bit shorter because they're on this, I think this is supposed to hold wine originally, but up at the top I have several snake plants. Like I mentioned, I love snake plants. And then I have this little, I think it's a euphorbia my coworker gave me for my birthday. Probably not loving the low light over there, but it's fine for the winter, hopefully. This is an Epipremnum Pinatum albo, variegated. I just got it as well. Super cool variegation. A little ZZ Zenzi over here. I bought this like, how long ago? 3 years ago maybe. It has never given me any growth, period. And then this little tiny guy just tipped over. So I might try to root him, see if he does anything more than his two little parents. A little cutting of a Manjula pothos there. That's the Empire State. No, it's not. It's the Brooklyn Bridge behind me. Close enough, right? This is a Homalomina black form. It's really dark and moody, like me. I really like this one. I like the red on the back of the leaves. And in real life, it's like these leaves are super dark green. A little Hawaiian palm over here, another present from the same lady. And down here, I can never remember what this guy is called, but I love how these leaves have like, each leaf has like 7 lobes. Can you see that? Super cool. I just got this as well. I've had a few new plants come in recently. This is a Philodendron Florida Ghost. Can't really tell because these leaves look pretty established, so they're all kind of the same shade of green, but I'm excited to see what it will do. These two are Rhaphidophora. I chopped up a plant that I had and kind of started over. It wasn't doing so well. So this guy is in leca, self-watering, and I just kind of repotted these recently, so no new growth yet, but I want to see if it does better in leca or in soil, like this cutting. I kind of struggle with these. They always seem to die on me. So I'm really excited about the leca experiment, and this is kind of my control group. And then I have this elbow syngonium here. Guys, these leaves are insane. It's so pretty. It's also in self-watering leca, and when I tell you, these leaves are beautiful. And then this little guy, what the hell are these called? He's a little droopy. He's been in a dark corner. I just put him under the grow lights. Aglaonema what? Something really pretty. I can't remember. Some sort of aglaonema. And then over here, oh, you guys want to see my fish tank? This is my cichlid tank. I've had fish for years, and I've always wanted a cichlid tank, and we've had one since we moved into this house. Aren't they cute? They're very curious. They're like water dogs. If you come close to the tank, they come and say hello to you. Look, they're all like, hey, where's our food? We're hungry. Literally all of them are like, are you gonna feed me? That guy's my favorite. Maybe he's not hungry. He's really pretty. Anyway, here's a little fish interlude in the plant video. And there's me. And then over here, this is my fiddle leaf fig that I told you is doing much better than that guy over there. This one I found at Walmart for $15 whole. And it's like almost 5 feet tall. Little burnt leaf there, but otherwise he's thriving. Like putting out leaves even in winter. I don't know what's wrong with the other one. This guy's much happier. And I think he likes being by the fish. And then up here, I have, this was sold to me as a euphorbia white ghost. I have another one, which I'll show you in a second, and they're very different from each other, but I love those white kind of cacti euphorbia. It's in a little talavera pot that I bought in New Mexico. And then I just have some cuttings of, this is a marble queen pothos, and then I just have like a jade pothos trailing down. Some more talavera. This is a variegated agave, also from New Mexico. I'm so excited to get these guys outside once the spring comes. Here I have a variegated heart leaf. No, I don't. This is a variegated string of hearts, and I just got it not that long ago. It seems to be trailing okay. I like there's a little like whisper of pink on some of the leaves. And then this is one of my favorite plants, this rickrack cactus. They're so crazy. It's got good sun stressing on the tips of the leaves. It's getting pretty close to the grow light. And it's so silly. I love this plant. I have a little Fittonia over there. Looks like it's ready to do the Fittonia flop. Another Hoya. This is a Monstera Peru, and I really like how like bumpy the leaves are. They're like corrugated. I had this outside last winter, and I kind of burned it a little bit, but it's doing okay, and I'm excited to bring it back outside this year. And down here I have some of my favorite plants. So this is a philodendron mayoi I got not that long ago. I realized after I put it in this self-watering pot that it's a creeper, not a climber. So I might switch it out. I'll show you. I have some gloriosum in a pot that's better for creepers, but these leaves are super cool. And then here I have a philodendron splendid that I bought not all that long ago, and I put it on this wooden plank from my firewood pile, and look how small the leaves were in the beginning, and they've just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just got a new leaf. Look at that. That was my second to most recent leaf, and it just shot out this one. It just unfurled, so it's really pale, even bigger than this guy, and it's not done growing, and it's already about to shoot out another one. And next to Splendid, I have a Glorious. I just got this the other day. It was sent to me as a cutting, and it's also trying to shoot out a new leaf. So I have Glorious and Majestic, kind of loving their life here. By the windows, I have some higher light plants. Can't remember if this is a samurai or the other one I'm about to show you, but this is one of those snake plants. See if I can give you a better view. Kind of wild and crazy. Talavera. Another cactus here that I got in New Mexico. He looks very ready to go outside. And then another little guy here. So wintry outside. It is 3 degrees currently. And then finally over here, I think this is the samurai. Or really backlit, but this is my little samurai. And this is my other white ghost euphorbia here. He's a little bit propped up, but these are the ones that when they grow, they kind of look like a little skeleton. So this is probably what most people think of when they think of the white ghost euphorbia. So really excited to see how that one grows once it gets outside. All right, so I'll show you what I got going on in the kitchen. Just a few plants. I have another Thanksgiving cactus here on the island. This is not Andrew's grandmother's. We bought it in a store. It looked really nice. It was flowering when we bought it. Super cute. Over here I have a little arrangement of pothos and philodendrons. This wooden planter, I guess, was something that we bought at Christmas last year. It had like pine things and Christmas decorations, and when Christmas was over I just emptied that out and then I threw these guys in here. So I have a pothos Enjoy and a neon pothos and then a philodendron Brazil over here, and I think it's kind of cute. Ignore all our electronics charging over there. And then over here by the window, what do I have? Look how cold it is outside. 3 degrees. Can't wait for pool season. Do you see the chicken coop? Our chicken coop out there? I bet the chickens are ready for spring too. But I have a cutting of another snake plant that I have at work. It's, I think, my favorite one. And I took a cutting to see if it'll grow. It'll probably take a year, but I have time. And just a few other little things here. I like to have plants by this window because it gets a lot of light. And I like to see plants in my backyard. And then if we go this way, here on our little kitchen table, I have a Manjula pothos. I've had this for years and it's really pretty. That's the one I showed you the cutting earlier. So cute. Doesn't grow very fast, but I love the variegation. Every single leaf is different. And then in contrast, I have another Raven ZZ. And I love black leaves. Black like my soul. It's so cute. I love that. This is a little silver bowl from Denmark, from a Danish designer. My aunt bought it for me a couple of years ago. And then over here on this little zone, ignore the stuff I have sitting there right now, but I have another snake plant that kind of divides the room. And then I have this burgundy ficus. I've had this for years. And Andrew says this is his favorite plant. It was kind of going wild and crazy. So about a year ago, I kind of just pulled it together with these Velcro straps. And now it's all growing upright and it looks really good. And let me show you maybe the hall and then we'll come into the living room. In the hall, I just have a few cuttings. I have a little fish tank here, which needs some cleaning. I have a little betta that lives in there. Oh, look, there's me again. And then these are cuttings from a Hawaiian pothos that I have. I have a big one upstairs. I'll show you guys in a different video. And just some cuttings, philodendron Brazil. Here's another Brazil. There's a little Adansonii. I have cuttings of this all over the place. So that's my little entryway. So as you can see, when you come into my house, it's like a center hole colonial, so you can loop around the whole house. And then in the living room, this is the living room. I'll show you what's going on in here. by the fireplace, I have a little snake plant. And then I love this painting that my friend Jonathan made. It's a painting from a photo that Andrew and I took when we bought the house. So that's our house, animated, that's us. And then our dogs and one of our chickens. Aren't they cute? So another fish tank in the corner. I have a couple of Gloriosum here in the window that they are the crawlers. And so these are the planters that I want to get for the Mayoi, because this philodendron just loves crawling along the soil. And it's pushing out a new leaf. I have another one here. This was my original plant. It all used to be one and I cut it into two. So a little bit of brown tips on that original leaf, but the newer ones are huge. Super nice. Then over here, I have this philodendron billietiae, also one of my favorite plants. It's wild and crazy. The leaves are enormous. They're like longer than my arm. And it's kind of going nuts. And then on this side of the living room, I have another little grow light station here. I have a monstera, regular monstera in terracotta. This is one of the first plants I ever bought. It was like a tiny little 3-leaf cutting, and it's been through the ringer. I've chopped and propped this several times. It's had thrips once. It's had all sorts of issues, so it finally looks like it's happy. And I can't wait to take it outside in the spring. And I have a little ficus over here. Down here I have, let's see, another Adansonii cutting. This is a Pothos Enjoy. It's in Leca as well. I always neglect this plant. I literally haven't taken it out of Leca or looked at the roots for years. But it seems happy. It's reaching for the grow lights, and then it trails down, and then it's actually curving back up again, back toward the grow lights. So, you know, he's a survivor. I appreciate that. I have a little mother of thousands, I think they're called, that my friend Steve gave me, and we're even getting some babies already. Down here I have some sort of unknown philodendron that I don't like. I've had it for years. I'm not a fan, but it's pushing out some new growth. And then I have a Baltic blue pothos here, which I'm super excited to get outside in the spring and see how it grows. These leaves have like little fenestrations, kind of like the tetrasperma, and I can't wait to see what it will do. And then over here by the windows, I have this philodendron painted lady. This is actually one of my favorite plants. It is wild. It's pretty big, and I love how pink the stems are. And then you can't really see, but the leaves are like yellow and green and flecked. Super pretty. Philodendron giganteum here. I had this outside. I bought it last summer and then had it outside. So it grew in literally all directions, and I have no idea what it's doing. It's like, which way are we going? But the leaves are big, and I just have to kind of like train it to do what I want it to. So I think I can do that next summer. And then I have a global green pothos here, also trailing nicely. I love how every leaf has different variegation on this guy. They're so pretty. All right, so that, whoops. That is that zone. And then I'll show you the last little plant I have over here, which is my most expensive plant. It's my Alba Monstera. Look at these leaves. I'm working on this. It's a work in progress right now. I want to get it into Leca, but like, come on. Look at those leaves. So it's a decent size. We're literally in the process of converting this guy to Leca. He's actually sitting in water now because his root ball is so, oh boy, his root ball is so, there's so much soil in there that I'm having a hard time loosening it. So Anyway, love this plant. Okay, so I think that concludes the little plant tour for today. This was a little different, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. So comment below, let me know what your favorite plants are, if you guys have any of these plants, what your favorite part of the video was. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little planty home tour. So like I said before, all of our social links will be below if you want to follow us, see what else we're up to when we're not in this format. You can follow me, Nika Zarbata, on Instagram, and you can follow Urban Farm Boys both on Instagram and TikTok. So hope you guys had fun, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, take care guys.